And we are back. An astrology book. Sorry, an astronomy book. This is completely different from astrology. In the reference section discusses the possibility of space travel between star systems. Because of the vast distances to be crossed, the chance that any civilization can travel between star systems is remote. The closest star to Earth is called Proxima Centauri, and it lies 4.2 light years away. In order to make such space travel practical, spacecraft would have to travel at a close to or faster than speed of light itself. Today's fastest rockets travel at only a fraction of that speed. A journey to another star system in our fastest rocket would take thousands of years. Thousands. The magazine racks contain the latest issue of Curtains Up. A picture of a slim man in a long black coat and dark glasses adorns the cover. The cover story is called Dagmar Gregg, the Baron of Boo. The Baron of Boo. Inside, the story says Dagmar Gregg, Hollywood's favorite boogeyman, is as mysterious as the unearthly fog effect that has become his trademark. When pressed to reveal the shoot location of his upcoming film, Back to the Planet Arg, the exclusive Gregg stated, only, it's top secret. Well, I think we can pretty much work out where it is. Alright, to the school. Oh, Dr. Kendra. I'm going to be putting on a bad Jamaican accent again, aren't I? Of course. Maybe we can get more down-to-earth answers from Sergeant Morrow, the football coach. He should be finished with practice now. Hey. I know it sounds insane, Dr. Kendra. I've forgotten your voice, Buck. But I know what I saw. I'm not saying it's impossible, Buck. I'm just saying that as a scientist I have to maintain a certain amount of skepticism, man. Oh, hi, Jennifer. Hello, Resulka. I'm glad that you guys stopped by. This is Dr. Kendra, the astronomist. I have so much trouble saying astronomy for some reason when I try and say it in an accent. Astronomy professor from Mount Vernon College. I was just telling her about the strange goings-on at Duffy's farm last night. Yeah, we heard that you, Mark, and Dave saw some pretty weird stuff. What can you tell us about it? Well, I was driving home from my karate lessons around 8 p.m. when I noticed some strange lights behind Farmer Duffy's barn. It was the eeriest thing. The whole place was blanketed in fog. There's never that much fog at this time of year. Cutting through the fog near the barns were some bright spotlights, the kind used on search helicopters. Then out of the light stepped this huge creature. Had never seen anything like it in my life. I started backing away, and it raised its arms, I guess, and came at me. I ran back to my truck and took off to get my video camera. I knew no one would believe me without proof, but when I returned, the place was deserted. Yikes! Sergeant Murrah has drawn a rendering of the alien he claims to have seen last night. The alien is green and has 6 arms. Interesting. Frankly, my specialty is not alien life forms. As an astronomer, my expertise lies in the study of stars. To date, no one has proved that intelligent life exists on other planets. But if you consider the billions of stars astronomers have discovered, it is possible that one of the planets orbiting these stars may be capable of supporting life. What kind of form that life would take is anyone's guess. Perhaps they might even be a multi-armed green creature that Buck has drawn for us here. Jay Lightfoot would love to believe that. His newest book is all about UFOs and strange beings from outer space. He came to me with some of his astronomy research. That's nice. To the Star Theatre. Oh, to Swank's Hotel? Okay. Mrs. Case, the manager here at Swank's, is a good friend of Mrs. Duffy. Maybe she can shed some light on what's been going on at the farm. Joanna Duffy and I have been friends since high school. Usually we tell each other everything. But I've been out of town all week, so I'm totally not caught up. I do know that the farm has been having some tough times financially. Poor Joanna's been worried sick about it. A farm is a tough business to run. Their last few crops were pretty thin, and Joanne was worried that they wouldn't have enough cash to get their old tractor fixed for the planting season. She told me a few weeks ago that her husband is worried that if they don't come into money soon, they may have to sell the farm. Not Farmer Duffy. Hey guys, did you hear about the latest Screaming Fingers album? I just got it on CD. It is so cool. You must be making some pretty good tips to be able to afford CDs. They're expensive. Tell me about it. I'd be tuneless this week if it weren't for that foreign guy I'd been handing out cash like it was going out of style. He's the guy over by the elevators. Oh, I guess he just went up to his rooms. Pretty strange, though. He leaves here around 7 p.m., all covered up with scarves and dark glasses, then shows up again before I go off shift at 1 a.m. Oop, message. Stop. Sorry. I noticed his name is Mr. Hyde, but when I brought up his luggage, I noticed that his tags were monogrammed with the initials DG. Go figure. The elevator door is closed. The number above the elevator shows that the elevator is moving up towards the penthouse. Come on, Jennifer. You know that the elevators are only for guests. Well, I think we've pretty much cracked this case, but we might as well keep going around. Oh, we didn't actually go to the Egyptian theater, did we? There it is. Din it, din. Din it, din. Mr. Starr's a collector of UFO stories. He might have some information we can use. Hey, Mr. Starr. An unidentified flying object sighting in Richview. Fascinating. I'd love to interview the witnesses for the Richview Herald. I sometimes do freelance movie reviews for them, you know. In fact, Jay Lightfoot and I spent most of last night hooking up my modem to the newspaper's computer mainframe so that I could transmit my articles to them from home, electronically. The great thing about the internet... No. Don't talk about the internet now, ma'am. This is so exciting. Aliens have fascinated me ever since I was a kid. I started collecting information on sightings 15 years ago. I still go to every sci-fi movie that comes out. My favorite is Invasion from the Planet Arg. Now that's a classic. I even have an actual frame of the 35mm film that they used for shooting the original film. I can't wait till the sequel comes out. Dagmar Gregg, this director, has been very secretive about the filming location. I hear it's because he doesn't want the surprise ending to be discovered. He goes on at lengths to see that no one who... sorry, let me get that again. He goes to great lengths to see that no one knows who he is when he's on location. They say that he does all his filming at night and even wears dark sunglasses and a hat to cover his face. Ding ding. Alright, to Duffy's farm and let's solve this mother of mothers. Oh, Mrs. Duffy, we've never met you before, but I imagine that would be you in the polka dot dress. This talk of space creatures is giving me the creeps. I wonder what really happened at Duffy's barn last night. Hey, Farmer Duffy. Aliens? There's no such thing. Now someone's been telling you tall tales, Jennifer. Now, excuse me. I got work to do. Buck Morrow says that he saw some strange lights near your barn last night. Did you see anything? The only lights Morrow would have seen up here would be the headlights of my truck. I was working on the irrigation system in the west field all night. That boy's losing his mind. Farmer Duffy's tractor is bright and shiny. It looks brand new. Most of the fields look barren, but the field that the tractor's been in has been newly plowed and seeded. The ground both outside and inside the barn is covered in footprints. Inside, burlap cloths over some large oblong-shaped items. In the shadows, there is a thick blue frisbee-shaped object. The thick blue plastic canister is heavy. It is the size of a small pizza, and the words Ultivision Professional 35mm are written on the label. A large shape is moving this way from the door. Hey! You kids, get out of there. That's private property. Hey, Joanna. My goodness, you look way too young to be married to him. Aliens? No, honey. We haven't got any space critters around here, but I've seen some stories about them on the TV. Why, last night Mr. Duffy and I were watching one on that show, Unbelievable Stories. It was all about psychics who actually picked up thought waves from UFOs orbiting the Earth. I was just glad Mr. Duffy was in for the night. He says those shows are all made up, but they just give me the shivers. That's funny. He said he was out all night. In any case, we're out of time, so when we come back, we're just gonna solve this case and move on to the next one. So yeah, see you guys soon. Bye-bye.